Kyle says too much. It's almost that guy's like he needs an attorney to be like, all right, it's enough. Right there. If you watch the highlights, they cut him off. If you watch the full thing, he goes. Talking about Drake Jackson, starts saying, like, we watched all the defensive linemen, and he was, sort of ranked 10th where they thought he was going to go. We thought he was better than the rest, that he could have been the number one defensive lineman taken. He said that, which is great. I mean, like, I'm glad they feel that way. Saying it publicly, I mean, it doesn't put more pressure on Drake. It puts more pressure on the 49ers. Like, why would you put your own draft analysis out there? Because he probably won't be the – but anyway, I thought that was quite a prediction. Wow.
This, to me, is the most interesting player coming out of the offseason OTAs and minicamp, because the talk about Drake Jackson, in my mind, is not matching what I'm seeing on the field. So bring it on. Let's check it out in July. Somebody's going to be right. Somebody's going to be wrong. We can't all be right. You know what I'm saying? It's like to me, he looks like he's carrying bad weight, and he looks like he's a speed rusher with no counter moves. And he looks like a guy who needs to drop 15 and I don't know. He doesn't look like this dominant force, but everybody who talks about him in these glowing terms, like he's a Pro Bowler. Let's see it. Let's see it this summer. Something tells me that the narrative is going to change between today and preseason. That's just a prediction. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't really. To me, it's like they weren't in pads. They didn't do one-on-ones. What are people really saying about Drake Jackson? It seems like they're saying we liked his tape. We liked him. There's a reason we drafted him. We had him ranked higher than 61. He was the best player available. He's the youngest guy on the team. Forget about what you see right now. He's going to get there. Okay, maybe. And they actually said he's probably going to be better than Aiden Hutchinson and Travon Walker. Or that he has.
All right. You know what? Bring it on. Let's see it because that's awfully glowing terms. If the guy can play at all, if he can play in the rotation at all, I think that will be a significant thing.
Kyle likes to call his shots. He did it 2 years ago when he drafted Brandon Ayuk, traded up for him. I think a lot of people were like, did you really need to trade up for Brandon Ayuk? Like, really? And he was like, not only did I need to trade up for him, he was my second favorite wide receiver in the draft after CeeDee Lamb. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'll remember that the rest of your career, Kyle. Yeah. And let's see if he really was the second best wide receiver in the draft. I'm not sure he was. But Kyle likes to, when you question him, he puffs up his chest and is like, actually, let me tell you exactly. He's almost like Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. You know what I mean? He's like, you right, the Cobra. It's like, yeah, I traded up for Brandon Ayuk. That's why.
It's kind of like the Trent Baalke where I wrote A.J. Jenkins' name in an envelope. And, who cares, Trent? He sucks.
Anyway, Drake Jackson, no pressure.
No.
Official B&N Music 88 says, why get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo? Guys with lipstick on his neck and spreadsheets say he's better than Trey. I firmly believe that Trey's been better than Jimmy the whole time, but I guess we'll never know.
Well, I will say this. I liked what I saw out of the kid Purdy. So I don't know. We'll see what Purdy looks like this summer. They got a very cheap. They've got to have the cheapest, most inexpensive quarterback room in the entire league.
Yeah, absolutely. Once they get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo, which they still haven't.
Keep it together. Breathe in.
It's funny that every couple of days we go on Twitter and Jimmy Garoppolo trending number one. I'm like, oh, great. There's new information. And it's just a new drawing of him by Rita Oak. I mean, they're getting very clever.
She's getting good love out of it.
It's like getting rickrolled. It's like, not again. No news. Just a new drawing.
How are guys, I guess, going to time a video on it if it's all false alarms?
I know, right? So what's going to happen is like, okay, it's June 15th. In a month, we're going to get a report that Jimmy Garoppolo is throwing. Is that what's going to happen? And then a week later, they're going to swap 6-round picks with some team to get rid of him?
I would say he's going to get healthy in the next 3-4 weeks, and then probably 4th of July, something like that, right around there. They'll probably make a move. But I mean, bizarre to this point for sure. At this point, you have to get something because it's been this long. But we'll see if it's fun.
Right?
We'll see if it's fun. Yeah, something. I mean, to me, I think you gotta get something. Otherwise, you got to wonder the wisdom of holding him this long.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see that 6th round pick that they get. I'm sorry.